Hi, mathematicians. We're going to do a little review, and then I have a game for you in the next link. So let's start by thinking about how numbers can be made. We've played some games in the classroom, and we've talked a little bit about how numbers can be made lots of different ways from different parts to come to the same whole number. Like right now, I'm going to hold out my number 5, and you can follow along with me with your hands at home. 5 can be made lots of different ways. We can do it like I just did. 5 and 0 makes 5. We can also do it some different ways too, though. 4 and 1 more makes 5. What about 3? How many more do we need to make 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 and 2 makes 5. We've used 5 and we've used 7 and lots of different tools and games in the classroom. One way that you've practiced finding different ways to make a whole number is when you played the game Spill the Chips. We're going to play a brand new game that you haven't played before today. But first, let's talk about some of the tools that are on the board behind me, because this is how we've been learning to organize our numbers. You'll notice that today I put a new whole number on my board. Instead of working with the number 5, we're going to be working with the number 10. So our whole number today is 10. This tool we call a number bond. You can see the top number here is my whole number. It's not the whole number because it's on top of the number bond. It's the whole number. It's where we write the whole number because that's what both of the parts connect to. So when we are using a number bond, we make sure that we write our whole number in the part that both pieces are connected to. We're also going to practice using this tool. Remember what it's called? 10 frame. And then we're going to practice writing equations. So I have a whole number of 10, but we're going to start with a different part a couple of times and see different ways that we can make the number 10. So if I start here, let's say with the number 1, 2, 3. My first part is 3. I'm going to write that in my number bond, and I'm also going to put it on my equation. But I'm not done yet because I still need to discover the other part. The easiest way for me to do that, and one way we practiced in class, is just by counting the extra spaces on our 10 frame. So let's count those real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now we know that if we already have 3, we would need 7 more to make 10. Let's draw them in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I can say that 3 and 7 makes 10. Or I could write it into an equation like this. 3 plus 7 equals 10. But let's try that with a different number, just for a little bit of extra practice. All right. Again, this tool is called a number bond. And this one you've used a lot. We call this one a 10 frame. You might notice while I'm erasing, you can hear my dog Jessie in the background. She's being kind of noisy because she wants me to let her inside, but she's going to have to wait for just a minute. Thank you for being patient with me, kinders. All right. The first time we started with a part of 3. This time, we're going to start with a part of 5. 5 is one that I like to use because it always just reminds me of my hands. I have 5 fingers over here and 5 over here. So think about that. That could give you a clue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to write that number, first part of my 10 frame, and I'm going to write that.
YouTube result.
That's crazy. My phone is trying to play with us. No, thank you. We started with 5 up here, and now we're going to figure out how many more we need. And remember, I said one of the easiest ways to do that is to just count the empty places. Let's do it together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we know that if we have 5, we need 5 more to make 10. 5 and 5 makes 10. The part of 5 and a part of 5 equals 10. So down here in our equation, we're going to write it like that as well. 5 plus 5 equals 10. And that's kind of what I was thinking when I said I like the number 5 because of my hands. 5 plus 5, put them together, we have 10. Is there any other part of your body that does 5 plus 5? Think about it. Get ready to play our game. You might want to get a piece of paper handy in case you want to write down your answers. And you might want to later, I hope you'll want to later, find a cup and a small tool that you can count. Because after we play together, I want you to play with your family. Thanks for joining me today, mathematicians. Have fun with the game. Eat.